Command was pouring everything they could into this action. What started as a small probing attack had turned into a full-on drive to the Soviets' rear supply base. Tank units kept joining us all night. By the time we got to the edge of the Soviets' defense line at Dippers, you could barely hear anything over the roar of our engines in the darkness. Barry King, Rolling Thunder.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Armored Brigade. Now, we have an action here. We are a armored force that is pushing up from the south, here into Dippers, right here. The Soviets have a supply base and a rest and rearm point in Dippers that they're using as a launching point for attacks in Defalda, which they're currently right around here. So what's occurred is NATO had a probing attack down to the south. They found an opening in the Soviet defense line and were able to push a large force through, and have been rolling on and fighting along this road here and up here throughout the night. It's a little bit before dawn, so it's still firmly night. Dawn hasn't occurred yet. So, under the cover of darkness, the armored force that we currently control is trying to get across this area into Dippers, take these objectives, and then push on over to Objective 1. So hopefully the Soviets will pull back, not be able to support the attacks into Fulda, and will pull up north, stopping their offensive, giving us time to refit and get reinforcements up into the line. That's the objective here. So we're trying to take Dippers. We're trying to force a decisive victory here. If we don't, then the Soviets will just be able to retake Dippers, or they'll keep holding it, and they'll be able to continue to support their forces in Fulda, and it won't last long, potentially. And that's an important thing because Fulda has a large railroad cross-section in there, and it is a big crossroads. It's the biggest city in this area. So yeah, we need to keep an eye on that, and we need to make sure that doesn't fall by doing our attack here and taking these two objectives. So let's see here. We have a fairly it's not too bad. Essentially, there's a hill here that's going to block our line of sight going through, and once we get on the crest, we'll be able to see Objective 1. Going down, they're on the low ground here in the city, so we'll have commanding fields of fire. The only thing that really puts a hamper on that is the fact that we are going to be attacking at night, so we do not have a good line of sight. We have about 600 meters, I think, line of sight. So these guys have about a little bit more than 600 meters, looks like. Yeah, a little bit more than 600 meters is what we've got right now. So we need to position our troops, and we have a little bit more than a half kilometer of sight that we're going to be able to see. So that's going to make the crossing here a lot easier. But it is going to mean that they can get really close on us before we actually get into fighting. So what I'm thinking is, we're using, again, as our scouts, we're using M114A1E1s with the 20 mils. So we're going to forward deploy, and this is a heavily combated area, like the Russians rolled through here, so all of the infrastructure has been damaged a bit, so there's a lot more ruins interspersed instead of it being just untouched, so we'll have to deal with that. So I'm thinking we split these guys here, and they're just going to get some line of sight on this area. You don't have good line of sight. How about here? No. Back here? Better. Put you there. Now in the center, we've got some choices. It's not bad. Put you right there, though, right at the edge of the forest, and that'll give you some nice line of sight. And you over here, not the best. Better. put you right there. So we've got good line of sight with all of our scouts. And now it's time to split up our forces. We've got some self-propelled mortars. Some anti-aircraft. Quite a few anti-aircraft, if I remember correctly. We're putting them down here, just to keep an eye on them. Got some HQs. Got a mech infantry company here. A mech infantry platoon. Some M60, some M60A1s, an HQ unit of them. We have a M60 tank company, another M60 tank company, and then 2 sections of tow carriers, of M113 tow carriers. So it's a fairly heavily armed force. Now here's what I'm thinking. We'll have the mech infantry company over this side, because this is going to be a lot of close-in fighting. Because my goal for this section is to push on through, up this road, and then take position in this like little ridge and forest here. So when the main force pushes into Dippers, if the Russians retreat, they'll have line of sight, hopefully by that time, to hit them as they retreat back to Objective 1. So that's where I want the mech company. So the tanks will be on the left side. I want them rolling through here, rolling through this open ground, and getting into the backfield here. So just like roll on through backfield and start fighting, while the mech infantry platoon rolls through here in the confusion into Dippers and takes these objectives. We might also split off a couple of units from the company to actually, you know what, we might reverse that to make the mech infantry company in the center and the platoons, it's more of a flanking force. We'll have the smaller platoon go in through here, take this land, and the company moving on through to secure the town itself. So the tanks will be the distraction and main targets, so they'll be rolling through these open fields. And the mech infantry will be going through these more covered areas to the objectives. I like that. And then we also have 2 SAM sections on like little tracked sections here, so we're going to spread them out a little bit so that we've got good coverage. We've also got good air support. Got 2 attack helicopter sections that they're 2 apiece, and a couple of flights of fast movers of various different types. That should help us out, and we have some artillery. So first thing we need to do, as well, is we need to put down target reference points for the artillery. So I'm thinking, because we are going to be fighting around here, we're going to put one right around Dippers there. And then the other one, putting right there. I think that's good. It gives us good reference points here. Yeah, that's good. And then, let's see. We also need to put down helicopter reference, the helicopter areas, but we'll do that after. So first things first, let's get these guys into a good attack formation. I want them into a wedge, where they're going to be rolling on through. Self-propelled mortars, we're going to intersperse them a bit, because they've got smoke shells, so I want them to push on through. Oh, I don't want them to push on through. I want, when the infantry's pushing on through, I want the self-propelled mortars to be laying down smoke, while the actual artillery that'll be firing, we have 4 guns, and the artillery assigned to us. They're going to be actually dealing the damage, while we're going to be using the mortars as a more specialized measure, at least for the majority of the first half. At least that's the plan. Who knows what will actually happen. Okay, another wedge formation. And then we've got some M113 command here. Should go right over here. And the M60s will be down here. And I'll just have them do a echelon left. So they'll be in the back. So like I said, all of them will be pushing up through this section, through this little German village, and then into the open. Hopefully by the time they get there, it'll be dusk, or it'll be dawn, so it gets a little bit more light, and they can start picking targets and laying down fire into this area here, while the infantry, who will not be the main, what's the word? It will not be the main enemy priority at that point, will be able to sneak on through, or at least push on through into their objectives. So, let's see here. Where are we going to put the tow carriers? Well, we'll assign a tow carrier to the center, and then one here to support this section. I think that's good. And yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's pre-plan their movements. I want the tank company to advance forward along this section. Now we're pushing in through there. And this section's going to do basically the same thing, going on through these areas here. See, they're going to take a closer approach. But I want them to go further back into the backfield. Find their artillery, if they have any mortars, stuff like that. Command, they're going to stay back a bit. I'm going to want them to kind of hold in this forested area when they get there. Now, let's see here. Stealth-propelled mortars, we won't do anything with them right now. We will have this mech infantry. I just want... Gonna have a couple of sections split off to make them easier to deal with. Since I don't want them all kind of getting mixed in together. So I want you to advance there, to there, and into there. These guys, let's see, advance up here. And these ones will be the ones that'll probably have the most trouble because they're going to have an exposed flank here if there's any scouts from the enemy. I'm going to want them to try and make it up into that region there. They'll be the closest to the action when they do make it. And these guys gonna kind of take the position of where these scouts are. Mech infantry platoon that we have here, I kind of want to wait to deploy them until we have a read on the scouts, what they see here. I think we're good with that. And then we need the helicopters, so we'll have this one coming in here. What's its first area gonna be? Right above these trees? No. Let's get them someplace else. Here. Front here. It's their minigun. That is the 600 meters. They'll have better shots later, so I'm good with that. Just kind of here's their reference point, and then their next fallback location will be over here. Right there, and then this one. And have you enter here. I want you to deploy there. Got a reference point there, and then you will deploy over here, very forward. Want your reference to be over there. That's good. Hopefully that gives them good spread there. And I'm thinking we're good to deploy. From what I can see, we've got all that. Oh, need fire missions. So let's think about this. I want a new fire mission with 2 guns, volleys 3, so I give us 6 rounds. And yeah, 270 meters is good. HE, yeah, that's good. Fire at my command. Set target. This will be a bombardment that I want for right around here. And the next one should be Fire Mission 2. Same parameters. I'm going to want you firing kind of around here. I have a feeling there's going to be stuff deployed here. So that'll be good. So we've got artillery set up. Artillery set up, yeah. We can also use them for illumination, but we only have, looks like 12 illumination shells. We got plenty of smoke, though, so if we needed to, we can make a smoke screen. Same thing with our mortars, which is a good idea now. So I would like to have illumination shells there. Or actually, no. You, illumination shell there. So we'll split it. And you, illumination shell there. And you, an illumination shell kind of around there in case it blows south. I like that. That'll be good. Alright. Let's start and see what happens. Okay, we've got stuff here. Okay, we've got some tanks that there's thinkings around here, or engine noises, some infantry. Our stuff's beginning to move out. Let's see if this combat action works. We've got to try and break through. Okay, they're all ready to fire, so I'm going to fire 1 round from each of our mortars. Alright, those are illumination shells, so hopefully that'll help our scouts in the front get some line of sight. See if they actually work. By the way, I'm playing on the release version of the game now. If you haven't noticed, there's been some changes. Okay, illumination's been popped. I'm not seeing any. And it looks like no wind. Huh. That's interesting. We'll have the artillery do their fire missions just to bombard. They know we're coming now. You can hear them firing now. I'm gonna have you guys advance to contact through here into town, with you as well advancing to contact to the side. Oh, okay, there was some APCs, they rolled out, probably scouts trying to find anything. Whew. Here are those engines going. Fire mission 1 rounds complete. Fire mission 2 rounds complete. Started a fire. One shell of illumination. Sooner or later somebody will spot something. We're going to have you advance up there. We have you guys advance up here. Aim with you. Not seeing anything yet. Contact there somewhere. These guys are making their race for it. What we're going to do is we're going to have you move up. Going to have the scouts probably push in through here, see if there's anything in this town. If there isn't, then we're in luck. Contact. Hit, they're suppressed. Okay, that's a good hit. We got the 20 mil, so we're doing well. Looks like these are the recon elements. They're probably falling back. Well, looks like they're also bombarding this area. Or no, these are muzzle flashes. I think this is the icon for muzzle flashes. That's good first action. Let's get another artillery. We'll just fire another barrage here. We've got plenty of rounds to go through. And these guys are here. Oh, he stopped. Nice, nice. One round illumination. One round illumination. Advanced contact around this side here. Advanced contact here as well. Want them in the forest. Okay, there is something here that is firing at us. Heavy damage. Illumination here, or just. Heavy damage, panicked. Okay, they're destroyed. But the recon scout team got there. I want them to advance into this building, get out of the line of sight. Advanced contact here. Same with you. Advanced contact here. You get out of that opening there. Advanced contact there. And you advanced contact there. Oh yeah, there's the recon element. See, line of sight. Almost. We'll probably be able to get shots on this guy soon. Got a neutral armored element here, it looks like. Advance a little bit into the open so we got better coverage. Oh yeah. There's the tanks. The opening fire on the recon. That illumination's not a good idea anymore. Readjust illumination back up north a bit. Alright. That fire is still going there. Is he taking any damage yet? Advance along that road. Use your 20 mil up close. Gonna have you pull out anyways of this area and start pushing forward to the actual tank unit. So I need you to advance along this road up into the town itself. Let's get some illumination, keep that going. Advanced contact there, advanced contact there. One round illumination. Not seeing anything yet. There'll be something in here soon. Tanks are making their push. Oh, we got a tracked vehicle inside there somewhere. Rotate forward. Rotate forward. Gonna have you advance kind of forward there. Immobilized. It's the damn ground. Orders, unload. Get your boys out of there. Okay, we'll have that infantry move forward there. Illumination there now. Advance up. Rotate that direction. Have you advance as well. Cut across to there. Mech infantry, advance there. Whew. Okay. Have you advance up. You guys as well. Be advancing into these trees there. So we know there are units here. We're going to deploy an airstrike. Yeah, we're going to napalm this area. Around here. 4 minutes until they make it. Advance to that section. Want you to advance there. You rotate that direction, and when you get to your position, rotate there. Okay. Okay, we've got action going on there. 1 round, illumination. Should uncover this area. Yeah, vehicles somewhere in there.